Jake Paul is furious after being suspended due to cheating allegations following his fight with Mike Perry. The YouTuber-turned-boxer is losing his mind over the claims, calling them completely bogus and labeling the situation a witch hunt. According to Jake, these accusations are just more attempts by haters to tear him down. However, the test results don't lie. Jake tested positive for banned substances, but in classic Jake Paul fashion, he's insisting it was a contamination issue, claiming someone tampered with his sample. The timing couldn't be worse, as this suspension puts his much-anticipated showdown with boxing legend Mike Tyson in serious jeopardy. This fight was supposed to be Jake's chance to solidify his legacy in the sport, but now, everything is in question. Despite the suspension, Jake is adamant about his innocence and refuses to accept the claims, but the fallout for the allegations is real. With his future in boxing uncertain, Jake's claim of being set up only adds fuel to the controversy. Will he clear his name, or is this the end of his boxing career? The situation is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher for Jake Paul.
So sick of this shit, bro.
They said they have a warrant for Jake.
Jake Paul's suspension took the entire fight world by surprise, leaving even his harshest critics stunned. After dominating headlines with his flashy wins and trash-talking persona, Jake's career has now hit a serious roadblock. News of his suspension over cheating allegations sent shockwaves through the boxing community, with fans scrambling for answers. But true to form, Jake isn't backing down. The moment the suspension was announced, he exploded, calling the whole situation a sham. According to Jake, the media is simply blowing things out of proportion to tear him down, and the allegations are completely false. In typical Jake Paul fashion, he's taking to social media, lashing out at the accusations, and doubling down on his innocence. With his career hanging in the balance, Jake's response is just as dramatic as ever, fueling the controversy even further.
Wanting to see me fail for literally like nothing. Like they're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God, it's just the most bullshit thing, and I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money for no reason. And I'm like, it just pisses me the fuck off. And then
Team Jake is out here claiming the whole situation is a setup. They're saying the media is just trying to tear him down because he's winning and the public can't stand to see him on top. But here's where things get even crazier. Jake Paul is absolutely losing his mind on social media. He's posting a series of questionable stories and fans are shaking their heads. Jake's claiming the whole thing is a mistake, suggesting he took a contaminated supplement. But let's be real, this wasn't some innocent slip-up. Jake was looking for that extra edge, juicing to ensure he could take down Mike Perry in style, and it worked. He landed that 6th-round knockout, the crowd went wild, and Jake strutted out of the ring like he was already a champion. But now, it's all blown up in his face. His win is tainted, his reputation is in the gutter, and that suspension isn't going anywhere anytime soon. While Jake's out there pointing fingers and raging on social media, the truth is, the test results don't lie. He wasn't playing fair, and now the Boxing Commission is making sure he pays the price. The commission didn't just slap him with a suspension for fun, they did their homework. This is no slap on the wrist. This is a serious deal. Jake's entire future as a fighter is on the line, and they're treating this like any other doping case. His suspension could last for months or even a year, depending on how things unfold. For someone who's been gearing up for the biggest fight of his career against Mike Tyson, this is a massive setback. Speaking of that showdown, it was supposed to go down on November 15, 2024 at the AT&T Arena. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. This fight had the entire sports world buzzing. The hype was unreal. Fans were losing it, tickets were flying off the shelves, and even non-boxing fans were preparing to tune in. This wasn't just any fight, it was supposed to be the moment Jake Paul transitioned from YouTube sensation to legend boxer. This was the bout that would have solidified his legacy, made him millions, and could have been the fight that everyone would talk about for years. But then, boom, the suspension dropped, and just like that, everything came crashing down. Jake had to pull the plug on the fight, and now it's all in smoke. The event that was supposed to cement Jake's legacy in boxing, make him a fortune, and grab global attention, gone. The hype train came to a screeching halt. This was Jake's big money moment, the fight that could have put him on the map as a serious boxer, not just a former YouTuber. Not to mention, Netflix was on board to film a documentary about the whole showdown. They were ready to capture the drama, the hype, the build-up to Jake's biggest fight. That's how big this event was supposed to be. The whole world was tuned in, but now, it's all gone. Jake's crying over the millions he's lost. The money he could have made from the fight, the documentary, the sponsorships, poof, all gone because of the suspension and those cheating allegations. And honestly, a lot of fans saw this coming from a mile away. Jake's rapid transformation from YouTube star to heavyweight boxer has always raised some eyebrows. Let's face it, how does someone go from making prank videos and vlogs to suddenly knocking people out in the ring with massive power? It's not like Jake had some long, documented boxing journey where we could watch his progress. One minute he's making videos with Logan, and the next he's packing on muscle and throwing haymakers like he's been training for years. It's the kind of transformation that just doesn't happen overnight without some serious question marks attached. While Jake's meteoric rise in boxing caught the attention of fans and critics alike, it's hard to ignore the sense that it might have been too good to be true. His transition seemed too fast, too perfect, almost like he was trying to fast-track his career. And now, with the cheating allegations, the doping scandal, and the suspension hanging over his head, it's hard to shake the feeling that the whole thing was built on shaky ground. The truth is, Jake may have bitten off more than he could chew with this whole boxing journey. His career has been a roller coaster ride, full of highs, lows, and controversy. But this Liga's suspension might be the thing that brings it all crashing down. His reputation as a fighter is on the line, and the fight world is watching closely to see how this all unfolds. Jake may be a master at spinning narratives, but this time, the facts are staring him right in the face. And while he continues to rage on social media, the Boxing Commission has already made its move, ensuring that he'll face the consequences for what he's done. Fans have been suspicious for a while. It's nearly impossible to gain that much muscle and strength so quickly without breaking the rules. You don't just wake up one day with the body and power of a heavyweight boxer without years of hard work and natural progression. Jake Paul's rapid rise in the boxing world had a lot of people questioning if it was legit. And now, with the cheating allegations, everything's starting to make a lot more sense. UFC President Dana White has been calling Jake out for ages. He's been very vocal, publicly accusing Jake of using steroids long before this scandal broke. Dana didn't hold back, specifically calling out Jake's quick transformation and insisting there's no way it's natural. He even challenged Jake to take a steroid test to prove he was clean, but Jake never took him up on it. Suspicious, right? Dana White's got a sharp eye for this kind of thing, and he's not letting Jake slide. He knows shady business when he sees it. In fact, Dana even went as far as to say, "I believe you're a cheater, and I believe you use steroids. I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years." Dana's not backing down, and now with the suspension, it looks like he might have been right all along.
I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids. So I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years. And that thing that you came out with today, nobody on earth thinks that you really wrote that. You're too stupid. And for those of you that don't know, if you've ever watched one of his fights and you see when they do the stare down, the guy that's standing in the middle with the warlock nose and the big warlock wart on his face, apparently that's his manager. And that guy used to be an accountant for me. And let's just say this, he no longer works for me, and I think he's a scumbag. But if you two think that you can do it better than we do, we're doing this whole thing wrong, you could treat the fighters better than we do, knock yourself out. Go start your own business. It's easy to do. Get the warlock on it. The warlock can get it started for you. What you and the warlock should be focused.
So what does this suspension mean for Jake? Honestly, it's a huge blow to his career, not just in boxing, but as an influencer too. No matter how much Jake rants, claims it's all fake, or blames everyone else, it won't help him now. The Boxing Commission isn't swayed by his social media posts or excuses. They've already made their decision. Jake's tough guy persona is crumbling, and let's face it, it's not a good look. The suspension could potentially end his boxing career as he knows it. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, but for now, Jake's in hot water. What do you think about this scandal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know how you feel about it. I'll catch you in the next video.